Okay, so if the large number of attacks that were posted almost as soon as Art Fight started doesn't tell you that this is a lot of people's first year on Art Fight, let me tell you, it's a lot of people's first year on Art Fight, and it's only my second. So I thought it would be really fun to do a video where I talk about the things that I learned from last year, which was my first year on Art Fight, to give anybody who might be new to the site any tips, any tricks. I know I have convinced a fair many people around me to join this year, so I know I'm responsible for a large number of newcomers. So if you're just now starting Art Fight, or if you're just kind of getting into it this year, here's what I learned from last year, because it was an experience. Speaking of an experience, if you guys notice a considerable dip in sound quality, hopefully like a dip upwards, a tick, I should say. If hopefully the sound is better, because I was cleaning my desk the other day and I have my lav mic attached to this little plush of Pusheen that sits on my desk because he's very teeny tiny, and I misplaced him, so I forgot that it existed. So my mic is plugged in now and I'm using it, so hopefully it sounds better. Anyways, getting into the actual video, the first thing that I learned from my experience on Art Fight last year is that I, and therefore you, do not have to force ourselves to make super detailed pieces. Like, I was approaching Art Fight as in, like, I was going to be doing completely solid, fully rendered pieces the same way that I would do my fully rendered commissions, which is totally fine. If that is or was, something that I had time for and something that was fun for me. It was fun day one because I believe day one was a Saturday. So I wasn't even technically working. And it was also a Full Metal OC, so of course I had to get them. But once I got through that one, I was like, wow, that takes a lot of time. And I also have actual paid clients, actual commissions that I'm doing, plus making weekly YouTube videos, plus working on Patreon, plus all of these other things. And I certainly didn't have the neatly planned schedule that I had this year. So yeah, everything combined, plus stuff like just outside of actually making art, like personal life stuff, so many things going on in my life that made doing fully rendered detailed pieces like that for Art Fight very difficult. But for some reason I didn't think that I could do a piece of any other caliber. I thought you had to do fully rendered stuff because I wasn't seeing anybody posting sketches, you know what I mean? I was seeing people do fully rendered, full color, full paint, detailed work. So I was like, that's what I have to do. And I got 2 attacks out. Again, 1, because they were a Full Metal Alchemist OC, and 2, it was a speed paint for a YouTube video. And I didn't have anything to go in the background, so I was like, I might as well do an art fight. So I did an art fight, and those were my 2 attacks. And I know for a fact that the way that I've been doing it now is much better because it is only July 4th as I'm recording, and I have 7 attacks out. So in comparison to last year's solid 2, I'm doing much better. So what did I decide to do instead this year? I was talking with my partner. I was like, I'm really excited for Art Fight, but I didn't get a lot done last year. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna prepare for it. And they were like, why don't you just do your colored sketches? And I was like, wait, you can do that. For some reason, it took having another person tell me, hey, this is what you should do, for me to be like, oh, that's a good idea. Hey, I'm allowed to do that. Hey, I should do that. So this is now me being your person telling you, if all you have time for is a sketch, even if it's not a colored sketch, even if you don't render it into any capacity at all, even if you're just doing a rough sketch, they have sections for that on the attack submission page. Did you know that? It's called rough sketch, no color, simple background, simple/no background. Yeah. You can submit that. You're allowed. In fact, encouraged. Any points that we can get on Crystal, because if you're on Fossil, I don't care. Any points that we can get on Crystal is good. even if you only get 8 points. I got 8 points yesterday for an attack because it was a friendly fire, but I didn't care because it was adorable. I love that character. They were so cute. I'm gonna do it anyway, and I did. What it's in here. It's in this video. It's the last character I drew. I think I only got 8 points for it because it was a really rough sketch because we were getting towards the end of my day, and my hand wasn't handing anymore. So, but I still like it. I don't care if it was only 8 points, and I submitted that because it bangs. I don't care. So yeah, genuinely, I'm so serious. If all you have time for is a colored sketch, do a colored sketch. It's fun. Someone will appreciate it still. If you're a beginner artist, do it anyway. Oh my gosh, people will cry. I swear, anytime someone draws any of my OCs, even if it's a character that gets attacked a million times in a row. Poppy and Jillian got smacked down last year, and I fear the trend is going to continue into Art Fight this year, and I don't care. I don't care if it's all Jillian and Poppy. It's still Jillian and Poppy. Somebody still saw Jillian and Poppy and were like, oh my god, they're so cute. I'm gonna draw them. What if I cried? What if I crowed? Like, draw them, please. I'm begging you. But also, draw some like Wemi on I was perhaps. Or August. Please do. Because they don't have any attacks, barely. I think all 3 of them have 1 each. And I don't care because they're so cute. Anyways, so yeah. Speaking of attacking characters, my next one, and this isn't necessarily something that I had to learn, but something that I still wanted to include in this video because I see it very, very often on TikTok in particular. Do not draw someone's character expecting an attack, expecting a revenge back, because it is so, I don't want to say unlikely, but I mean, you never know what is going on in somebody else's life. Like me, for example, last year I was like, I want to try to get to every single attack, but also it's my first year on Art Fight, and I don't know what, level of revenges I'm going to be able to get to do. In fact, I got none of my attacks last year were revenges because I just didn't have time, because I again was of the mindset I have to do fully rendered stuff. So I didn't do a single revenge. Most of my attacks this year have been pseudo revenges where I'm like, you attacked me last year, now I'm coming for you because I feel bad that I didn't get you last year. I tried my best. I was so sleepy. I had so much. But yeah, like, if you're genuinely, like, if you see someone's art style and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna attack one of their characters and they're gonna attack me back, and if they don't, then they're mean. No, they're not. They're just really busy. They probably are just really extremely busy. Like, I was extremely busy last year, and I was doing really, especially like if you're, looking at like their fully rendered like refs or something that they did for their characters, and you're expecting that level of quality back. Don't. It's really, really hard to get out that level of detail, and for free, and while you're busy doing life stuff. So genuinely, like, if you are only attacking somebody, not because you really care about their characters, but because you're expecting art back, just go attack somebody else. Attack somebody who specifically has in their bio, hey, I revenge back always. You know what I mean? Because then you're probably most likely guaranteed to get somebody who's going to revenge you back. But, if you're just looking at some rando's art and you're like, that's really good, I want them to make art of my characters, I'm going to do one of theirs so they revenge me, even if you don't care about the character. Don't do that. Check people's bios. A lot of people will say something along the lines of, I revenge back, or, hey, I have limited time this year, so I may not get to every single revenge, but I'm trying, something like that. Read people's stuff and engage if you want to take the risk of whether or not they're going to revenge you back. And if they don't, that's fine. Don't be sad. It's not because they didn't like any of your characters. It's not because they don't like the art that you did. It's probably more often than not just because they are so dang busy. And heads up for the last portion of this video, I'm hopefully like trying to space each category out by a certain like speed paint. So we're getting to the third one here now. I would like to say, if you have any issues with blood or anything like that, there is this is a vampire character, so he's gonna have blood all over his face. So if that's something that squeaks you out, feel free to check in, jump into next week's video. I don't know what it's gonna be. I have it written down, but I don't like what's there, so it's a surprise to all of us, including myself, what we will be viewing next week. Oh, also, if you think you're gonna return for next week, subscribe while you're here. Hello. A lot of you aren't subscribed, which is fair. I understand. I was watching Ryan Trahan for like almost a year before I was like, oh my god, I'm not subscribed. I'm not subscribed to his channel. Why? What? I've been watching the 50 States series. Wasn't subscribed. What? So if you're one of those people, if you're forgetful like me, if you forget that the subscribe button is a thing, please hit it because it really helps me. Us little teeny tiny artists, God, does that subscribe button really help? So if you want to do that, please do that. Thank you. Anyways, last tip for art fight is to take a chance to experiment with your art. And I know, listen to me, I know I'm being hypocritical. I know you're looking at this and you're like, Eddie, you draw these characters or characters adjacent to this all the time. You are correct. You are correct about that, and that is just because this is a YouTube video and I needed to get it out quickly because I accidentally did this week's video last week, and so I didn't have anything prepared for this week. And so I was like, I'm gonna record some of my attacks and I'm gonna think about some stuff about art fight so I can make it relevant to the speed paints as well. So if you're interested in seeing these pieces in full and seeing their original owners and everything, check out my art fight. It's artfight.net/little squiggly eddiescribs. I don't know what that little squiggly is called. I really don't. Do you guys know what that's called? Anyways. All these characters are on there. I chose designs that I knew that I would enjoy because I needed to get this out quickly. That being said, I still, for the rest of the month, intend to, at least on the occasion, choose a character that I would not normally choose. Whether that's like a character with like huge muscles. I not know how to draw huge muscles. Very masculine characters. I don't know how to draw very masculine characters. Okay? It's hard. I like giving people very soft, squishable faces and feminine features because eyelashes often do well. Not that eyelashes are inherently feminine or anything like that, but like, you know, big buff men, people don't typically draw their big buff men characters with big fancy eyelashes. They should. It's fun. Perhaps I'll do it. Anyways, it's a body type that's difficult for me to draw because I don't understand how musculature works, and I hate doing anatomy studies because I start to freak out. That's another reason I hid gore, and I unfiltered it because it was hiding so many cool characters, and a lot of it was so light that I wouldn't have even tagged it, but I understand why they have to. But anyway, like if I see like parts of the body, I start thinking too much about the fact that I have a skeleton, and then I freak out. It's really unnerving. I can like feel my tendons. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. It's not an excuse. You should always do anatomy studies. It's very helpful. It would help me a lot if I did them. They freak me out. So I don't. It's really hard. So I would want to choose a character that has a lot of big muscles, or perhaps a character who has like animal features, whether that's like an anther character or like a werewolf or something like that, because Patreon be danged, I'm still struggling with animals. They're still hard for me to draw. So that would be a character that could really help me. A lot of Warrior Cats OCs on artfight.net. A lot of them, and some of them are very cool. Some of them are very, very cool. For example, the second speed paint I did, one of my patrons actually, very slay and cool of them. One of their other OCs that they have on here is I'm fairly certain Yuji Itadori, but as a warrior cat, and it's very slay. It's very cool. So I would really want to draw that because it's sick. Can I draw little meow meows? With intense strain and so much difficulty, yes. Is it really hard? Yes. Do I want to use art as an excuse to keep pushing me to draw characters like that? Yes. Because first of all, I need to learn how to draw kitty meow meows. They're very cute. And second of all, it's just a good chance to flex my art skills without like the pressure of it being like a commission or something, for example, because you have no idea how many things I have had to learn to draw because I got a commission of it. And I had to make it look good, which meant I had to learn how to draw it, because I'm not gonna give somebody a whack commission because I don't know how to draw something. Okay? I can't do it. I would rather throw up in my own mouth It's terrible. It would freak me out. But there's so much like intense stress and anxiety that goes along with that, where it's like, okay, listen, listen. I don't know how to draw this, so now I'm panicking and I'm learning on the fly. And I have to do this good because somebody paid me money for it to look good. Like armor, for example. Every single Baldur's Gate commission I have ever gotten, or any Final Fantasy commission that I have ever gotten. I love you guys. I don't love armor. I don't love armor at all. There is a reason. There is a reason I love Full Metal Alchemist so much and I draw Ed so much and not Alphonse. I probably drawn Alphonse once and it wasn't even really him. It was like his chest plate. Because it's really hard. It's really, really hard to draw armor. It just doesn't make sense to me. It breaks my brain. It hurts. It's so confusing. Maybe I'll pick a character on Art Fight with a lot of armor so I can learn how to draw it better. Oh, it makes me sick. So yeah, if you struggle with any of those things, or maybe vice versa, maybe you're like a primarily like an anthro or like what do you call it when it's like an object head or something like that type artist, like that's the majority of what you do. Maybe pick a humanoid. Maybe you're a humanoid artist. Go find those furries, okay? They have really cool designs sometimes. Come on, they're really cool. So yeah, I would definitely take Art Fight as a new chance to draw something you wouldn't normally draw. Have fun with it. Most importantly, do not stress, because Art Fight is supposed to be fun. You're doing this for free. You're doing this for free 99. Like you're not getting paid for it, so you don't need to stress. Okay, just have fun. Have fun. Any points you get, even if it's 2 points. I don't even know if it's possible to get 2 points on Art Fight. I believe it probably is. But even if you get like nothing.com points, any little like smidgen is enough for us to beat Fossil. Because again, I'm talking to Crystal only. If you're on Team Fossil, why are you on this video? You know what? If you're on Team Fossil, stay in the comments. Rep your team. Go ahead. Do it. We certainly will find you. We will find you. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys liked all of the attacks that you witnessed in this video. If you did, make sure to follow me on all of my stuff, but most importantly on Art Fight, so that I can get you. Because I will. I'll get you. If I don't have a chance to get you during Art Fight, I'm gonna have commissions open all the time regardless. In fact, they're currently on sale, 30% off on all of my commission tiers. So if you are worried that I won't get a chance to attack you during Art Fight, or perhaps you have a really specific idea that you want me to tackle, feel free to go check out my commissions on artistry.io. Oh my god, artistry.io / eddiescribs. Eddiescribs everywhere, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. Literally every single place ever, except for Twitter, because I don't have Twitter. It doesn't make sense to me, and also I don't particularly like Elon Musk. Anyways, that's it for this video, you guys. I'll see you all in the next one. I love you. Oh my god, I have not had coffee yet. I love you all so much. Bye.